Hey friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Tuesday, September 26, 2018. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today. All right, South Carolina is not out of flood danger yet. Rivers are continuing to rise. Bill Cosby was sentenced and is now in jail. Will Smith celebrated his 50th birthday by bungee jumping over the Grand Canyon from a helicopter. To each their own. Happy birthday, Fresh Prince. And it's Women's Health and Fitness Day. I feel like every day should be, but that's okay. All right, if you missed any of that, I'm going to put all the information below. Of course, you can find me at the Sammy Cone on Twitter and Instagram, sammycone.com, and on YouTube. And while you're there, use those thumbs up, those likes, hearts, emojis, anything, just so I know you're listening and I know you're there. I would appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Well, I am actually not coming to you live today. I'm taping my Daily Dash, which I rarely do, because there's been a topic on my mind for a while before the political side of things came in, and I just felt like it was time, because I'm always trying to be transparent with you all, that I spoke about it. And the question is whether or not to bring up not just past sexual abuse, because I've been very transparent on here that I have several instances of sexual abuse in my past, but there's instances that I shouldn't say I don't consider are sexual abuse, but that I don't necessarily keep in my tally. That sounds horrible that anyone, women, men, whoever, have to even think that way. But let's just say there's instances that have come up, some I've repressed that have come back up through counseling, some that I just chalked up to that was high school, that was college. And I thought, do I need to reach back out to these individuals who all happen to be men? And what good would that do if I did? And so it's interesting because one instance is very similar to what's happening now with the Brett Kavanagh case. And I don't want to make this a political thing, because I think this whole conversation is really interesting. One, I do believe in our justice system, that everyone is innocent until proven guilty and that everyone deserves a fair trial. I believe that I don't think any accuser would come out knowing the ramifications that's going to happen upon them and their family unless they really believed that what happened to them is what happened. At the same time, and this isn't a Republican Democrat, I happen to believe Judge Kavanagh on at least the instance with Dr. Ford. I mean, again, to each their own. That doesn't mean that there isn't a right to obviously speak this, but let me focus on me. So something very similar of what she's accusing happened to me in high school. I told, it happened, I don't even want to give instances because I don't want people that I might know to narrow it down, but I did tell a friend who didn't believe me. And, when you're in high school, now this is to Dr. Ford's perspective, why don't you report it? First of all, 20, 30 years ago, the same conversations weren't happening. And then you feel like, well, if a friend doesn't even believe me, how are the police going to believe me? Or what's this going to do to my reputation? Or what's this going to do to my, the school? It goes on and on and on. And so I'm not as concerned about that because I'm a grown woman now. My concern is trying to make peace. And so if I bring this up, and let's, again, focus on my situation here. Someone forced themselves on me when I was in high school. I literally was in a chair, feet up on their chest, someone came in and was able to stop the situation. So, wasn't drinking, didn't drink in high school. He probably was. But what good would that do for me? And I'm asking myself this. Would it behoove me to go to him, who may not even remember the situation, to say, I forgive you? Because that, for me, is just clearing my conscience. My heart. But there's other instances that were worse in college and after college. And I just think, do I even want to do that when I've looked up some of these men and they now have families of their own and businesses? And do I really want to go to that point where I'm destroying someone else's life or bringing up something that I'm hoping they've dealt with as well. So that's my question. It's not a right or a wrong. It's just I'm letting you in on one victim's perspective that I've been wrestling with, and it's just interesting how it's paralleling what is in the political landscape right now, because I've literally thought, is it going to help me to bring up something from the past when I haven't seen instances of it again? The men have families of their own and are doing some good things in the community. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't believe anyone should stay a victim. I don't believe anyone should stay in a situation where they're being victimized. And I do believe that everyone has a voice, and it's up to everyone. But I just wanted to put that out there. I found it interesting with the why I didn't report it hashtag all of a sudden popping up, that, like I said, it parallels my own life. So I will put that out there. I just want to pray truth and grace over each and every one of us today. Because I believe that the prison that we keep ourselves in is far worse than anything that the justice system could ever do to us, victims or perpetrator. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Keep it here. I need to do what I need to do for myself. So I'm speaking it. I'm letting it go. And that's my truth today. Okay, friends, I pray you have a great day wherever you are. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye.